Hi everyone, it's Tiffany here to do another recap. Hope you all had a great weekend. This CCL trade this morning was almost identical to the one that I took on Friday. It was a 5-minute opening range breakdown again. As you can see on the 5-minute chart, the first candle closed as a bear candle below the VWAP, and it had a nice wick to the top side, which signaled that it was weak. So when it pulled back to the VWAP, I went short, and then I got stopped out when it pushed above the VWAP. And then once it lost it again, I went short again, re-entering the trade. The stop loss above the VWAP again. And then I took some pretty quick partials at levels I had marked from the pre-market. I got the first partial was taken at the bottom of the 8 a.m. candle, and the second partial was taken the pre-market low, and then it came back and stopped me out, same exact way that it did on Friday. However, this time it actually did run up after that, so it made me feel a little bit better that I followed my rules and stopped out. Then I made an Apple trade. It was a Peters Mountain Pass, or a double top, as you can see on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, there was a really nice doji 5-minute candle, and it started making new lows and was failing to make new highs. And so as you can see right here, the 9 and the 20 started crossing and curling down on the 1 minute, and the 50 started coming up. And that is when I went short with my stop loss above these moving averages on the 1 minute. And my first partial was the VWAP, and my second were these this 9 on the 15, and my third partial was intended for this 50 on the 5 minute, but I took it a little bit early, just because of the price action that was happening. And it came back up and tested the VWAP. And when it did it, after it tested it a second time, I added to my position, because at this point I didn't have many shares left. So I added to my position, and I actually set a range order to either stop out above this marked level, or my next goal was going to go all out at the low of the day. And so when I came back, I had missed this candle right here, and as you can see on the 5 minute, it came down and used this level as support twice. So if I were here and paying attention, I probably would have taken a partial here. So when I came back, I went ahead and partialed out, and then the rest stopped me out when it pushed above the VWAP. But that was my Apple trade. And then my final trade was done on Roku. Not the prettiest chart, but so I noticed that it was making a double top on the 5 minute, double top on the 15 minute. It couldn't quite, the second peak couldn't quite get as high as the first on the 5 minute chart. It did a triple top on the 1 minute, and I noticed the wicks to the top side were quite long, so I thought that it was about to do a nice pullback. So that is when I went short. I partialed way too quickly on this one. Roku, the spread can get a little nasty, and I pretty much out of fear that it was going to whip back up and shoot through the high of the day, I took some quick partials. But after I took those quick partials, and another reason that I went short there is the level 2 was looking quite weak. There were a lot of bids sitting there, that came up and were sitting there, that it made it look heavy. So that was another reason that I went short. But so it came back up on the 1 minute, and it was testing these 3 moving averages. And once I saw that it was losing it again, I was waiting for it to make a new 1 minute low. I added quite heavily to my position with the stop loss pretty tight above these moving averages. Once again, the level 2 looked really weak, and it just kept making new lows and was failing to make new highs on the 5 minute. After that ad, I was able to get a really nice partial at the 20 moving average on the 5 minute, and then the 9 minute moving average on the 15 minute, I partialed quite a bit, and then the rest of it came back and stopped me out. But not exactly clean trading today, but overall I'm good with my trades. I hope you all had a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.